Many years ago, in a time when books were treasures and only the fortunate few who met the missionaries could read or write, life for most was measured in farm work, trade, and survival. In those days, sons were given every chance to thrive, while daughters were expected to learn the ways of the heart and the market. But in the little town of Umuaka, a girl was born who would challenge that order. Her name was Ogadi. From childhood, Ogadi's eyes carried a brightness that made her stand out. She was quick, industrious, and eager to learn. Her parents, though not wealthy, were new converts to Christianity. They, too, were hardworking and saw in their daughter a spark that should not be hidden. Unlike many who dismiss girls' education, they sent her each day to the mission house, where the white missionaries taught children to read and write. At first, Ogadi stumbled over letters and struggled with strange sounds. But she learned quickly, faster than many of the children. Soon, she was reciting passages fluently, solving sums with ease, and writing with the careful hand of one who knew her future depended on every stroke. The missionaries noticed. They began to favor her with extra books, gentle encouragement, and, in time, opportunities that others could not even dream of. When an entrance examination for the nursing school in a neighboring city was announced, they helped her prepare. And when the results came, Ogadi had passed brilliantly. Her parents wept with joy, though their hearts trembled at the thought of sending their only daughter far away. Still, they gathered what little they had, packed her few belongings, and blessed her journey. The city was unlike anything Ogadi had ever known. Its wide roads, the tall buildings, the endless faces, everything seemed overwhelming. Her first night at the nursing school was long and lonely. The bed felt strange, and the silence of the dormitory pressed heavily on her heart. At dawn, the ringing of the bell jolted her awake. She joined the other students, girls from different towns, washing, eating quickly, then rushing into class. The days were filled with lectures, books, and endless notes. Ogadi kept up, her sharp mind shining as always. But 1 week later came the shock that nearly ended her dream. That afternoon, the instructors led them into a cold, white room. At the center lay a cadaver, lifeless, pale, and still. The sister explained they would now begin learning from the human body. Ogadi's stomach twisted. Her breath caught in her throat. She could not look for long. The image burned itself into her mind, haunting her until night fell. She lay awake on her bed, trembling. No, she whispered to herself. I cannot do this. This work is not for me. I must go home. Resolute, she packed her small box quietly. When the night grew still, she tiptoed out of the dormitory, heart pounding. She found her way to the fence and began to climb. Freedom, home, seemed only a leap away. But just as her feet left the ground, a voice cut through the darkness. Who goes there? It was Reverend Sister Margaret, the oldest nun, her lantern casting a sharp glow on Ogadi's frightened face. Climb down at once. Caught, Ogadi obeyed. She was led, trembling, into the sister's office. Why, my child? The nun asked gently. Tears streamed down Ogadi's face. I cannot bear it, sister. The body. It was too much. I only want to go home. The sister studied her for a long moment. Then she said, Ogadi, do you know why the missionaries sent you here? Do you know why your parents sacrificed so much? That body you saw today, it is not meant to frighten you. It is your teacher. Through it, you will learn to save the living. If you run away now, who will help the women in your village when they fall ill? Who will care for the children when fever grips them? Who will heal the wounds of the farmer when his cutlass slips? Ogadi sniffled. But I am afraid. The sister's voice softened. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is doing what is right, even when you are afraid. The road you have chosen is not an easy one. But if you endure, generations will bless your name. Her words sank deep into Ogadi's heart. Though she was still afraid, she returned to her dormitory and whispered a prayer. Lord, give me strength to face this path. Her box remained unpacked, she still trembled, but deep within her, a seed of resolve began to grow. Years passed. Slowly, Ogadi overcame her fears. She learned to touch the lifeless body with steady hands, to care for the sick with patience, to study late into the night when others slept. There were tears, moments of doubt, and many trials. But she did not quit. At last, Ogadi graduated, a trained nurse, the first her people had ever seen. When she returned to Umuaka, the villagers gathered in wonder. Mothers brought their sick children, fathers came with their ailments, and elders watched in awe as the once little girl now wore a nurse's uniform, her hands skilled and her heart steady. Ogadi became a light in her town, saving lives, teaching others, and proving that even in a world that favored sons, a daughter could rise and shine. From that day forward, whenever her name was mentioned, people said, Ogadi, the first nurse of Umuaka, she carried the lamp of healing into our town. Moral: life's challenges may frighten us, but running away will never solve them. True courage is moving forward, even when fear is present. Perseverance and dedication not only help us achieve our dreams but also allow us to serve and uplift those around us. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share for more videos.